Of course not. We live in the urban setting. Right? It's lots of squirrels and other things. We've had a raccoon in the back over the years, but other than that, it's there's lots of grass and very urban dwellers and never a bear. We try to keep your food right in the trash, trying to keep it close. Yeah, we keep it close just because of the other urban dwellers. I never thought I'd have to bear proof my garbage. It looks tiny, but he's probably a lot larger than
Check, check. Mic check, 1, 2. Check, check, check. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Check, 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 check. walked half a block and I'm like, do you mind if I get some video of them looking at the bear?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to.
Is it okay if I get video of them as they look at the bear?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
What is he doing? Can you see him?
Yeah, he's moving around like he's like climbing on the tree and then like on the top version hanging.
Have you ever seen a bear other than the zoo?
No.
Is this your grandfather?
Mhm.
So your grandfather said, "Oh gosh, there's a bear up there," so you guys came down?
Well, my dad saw it on.
It's moving.
Our neighbor sent it to my dad, and then he said, "Why don't you guys go down and see the bear?"
This is a pretty good shot from over here. You can see him, right?
Mhm.
Pretty clear. What is he doing right now? What can you see that he's doing?
He's just like grappling on.
Yeah.
It looked like he was kind of sleeping for a few minutes. That's amazing. What's your names?
Gavin.
You're
George.
Gavin. And you're
George.
George. Gavin and George.
Yeah.
How old are they?
8.
5 and 8.
5 and 8. Wow. That is so cool.
Just move me.
Have you ever seen a bear just like kind of hanging out in the tree though, like that?
No.
What do you hope happens to the bear? Do you hope he's okay?
Yes.
Yeah. It looks like a lot of people out here just kind of checking him out.
Yeah. A lot.
How big do you think the bear is?
About,
Show me how big you think he is.
I think he's about like this.
That's it?
I saw a picture of him and he wasn't too big. I'm just saying, he wasn't too big.
It's cute though.
Channel 4? Yeah. Or 44.
It looks like he's kind of standing up a little bit.
Oh, wow. This is great. Oh, it's neat. They only live over Monroe Street. Thank you so much. Boy, smile for the lady. Yeah.
Tell me your name real quick, sir.
Oscar Lewis
Oscar Lewis. Okay.
from Rochester, New York.
And so you brought your grandsons over here to check out the bear?
Yeah, we're on our way to school. We're going to be late.
What an interesting way to be late though.
Well, I think it's something they'll remember. So give them something to talk about in school and something they're going to remember.
Do you walk them down to school every day?
We drive.
You drive.
They go over by Cromwell.
So you heard that there was a bear down here and you
My son, they got something on their phone, and then so he gave us the address, so we drove over. We came down at the other end and couldn't see anything, so then we drove up to this end and came down. So.
What's your first impression of seeing this?
Oh, it's interesting. I've seen bears before. I've seen them in the woods because his dad is from New York State, so we've seen them in the Adirondacks. So but I'm just amazed that it's this far into the city. So
It probably came from Bunker Hill.
You think it came from Bunker Hill?
Yeah, down there, Bunker Hill.
Why is that?
It's because it's like a forest area. Yeah. I think it came from Bunker Hill.
Okay.
Either that, or sometimes they'll migrate in on the train tracks, because
Yeah.
that's a straight line into the country.
Right.
So,
So fascinating.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
So unique. Well, I don't want you guys to be super late, but super
so
cool.
what do you say to everybody?
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Ciao.
It was like, I guess they took your shot live. Aaron. I guess he's interviewing the kids just now. She just sent me a picture of it. Oh my god. Yeah. He's like, I never thought I would be like that.
me why you came out.
Oh, I came out to see the bear. I didn't know they had bears in this
Where
area.
you're at? Come over this way. You can see.
Okay.
Come back
Let me
here.
see.
'Cause you got to come over this way.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing there?
Good.
Right here. Come over here. Right here.
Oh, let me
you can see
see.
him right here.
Oh yeah. I didn't know they had bears in this neighborhood right here. Yeah, I had to get out and get on my bike just to come see it. I see on the news this morning, and I want to come and take a look at it. So.
Man, how weird is that for a bear to
I
be
mean,
in D.C.?
I don't recall. I've been in D.C. since 1958, so I don't remember no bears being anywhere. I guess with all the new buildings and tearing down the woods and building the houses, I guess they coming out. So people in Brooklyn neighborhood, welcome to your first bear.
How'd you hear about it?
I heard about it on the news. I was looking at Channel 5 News this morning. And,
Oh, you were watching our newscast.
I was, and I got up, got on my bike, and rode down here because I know a car couldn't get down here, so I got on my bike. Yeah.
So
All right.
You took the roundabout way.
Yeah, I came down the sidewalk to get as close as I could.
Now you can see him. Come over this way. Here,
Let me see.
right here's a good spot.
Okay, let me get a good picture. Let me see. Let me get a good picture.
Check.
Thank y'all for letting me get right here this early right here. Oh, man. You hanging on? Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you. Let me get this.
Yeah. What's your name real quick?
My name is Rick Goins.
How do I spell it? Just have
Goings. All right, Rick Goins. Like you going to the store with an S. Right, with an S on it. Thank you, man. All right.
Where is that from? Over on that side?
Alleyway.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hey. You doing all right? Yeah, they actually, right before the news conference, took out a big, long rifle and just blew his head off. It's all over, sorry. Yeah, right now they're just waiting it out. I mean, I haven't talked to any PIOs or police yet, but I've been just gathering sound from people, if anybody comes up. There's a pretty decent crowd. That guy that I interviewed earlier, he's already gone. He just, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but there were a couple of people I interviewed, one with the kids. They left, but I have plenty of time. There's plenty of people here to talk to, so it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, they're rolling, so if they want to pull something back there and somebody wants to cut something real quick, they're rolling on everything, but I can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, more people are starting to come out because they're hearing and seeing it on the news. As a matter of fact, the guy I just interviewed saw it on our newscast. He came out and they interviewed him. Just wherever you can get in. Are you in an Uber or your car? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of actually. Yeah. You can walk up to it.
You never heard about no bed. You never heard about no bed.
camera's us.
Huh.
Where'd they go? Yeah.
You can stay here. I'll go down here.
Go see what it looks like.
Yeah, you cross under here.
I don't know if this is actually better than the other side, John. Because I can't see. You go back over there.
Thank you.
y'all still see it? Still the same rank hanging? Standing up?
Thank you. Hey, Neo. Just above the back of the Okay, Bob's here now. Can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Hey there, guys. Okay, yeah, so we'll just keep on this, right? Yeah, not me. Yep.
No.
I'm sorry now? Yeah. Yeah, you talk to me. Absolutely.
can't see.
It's tough to see him.
Is it behind?
No,
Behind
see
the
the
leaves?
see the big.
He's down a little bit further. Oh,
You see the big tall tree.
yeah.
He's halfway up on the left there. Kind of see the movement.
He's about the big tree right there.
Is he different? He's a different color than the.
No, he's brown, just like the. See him moving, leaning in, leaning out. Like 10 feet directly above the little roof there of that yellow hut. I got to go on in a second here, so.
Do your thing.
Neil August.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, Chad.
I love bears. I've been traveling to like every weekend trying to see bears in there.
Hey, Aaron, can I interrupt? I'm with him. Can you come over here a quick sec? But we won't see you. We'll just hear you. I promise. Thanks. I just don't want to block her camera. So, thanks. I might just ask. You live in the area?
I do. I live in.
Okay, hold on one second. What's your first name?
Caroline.
Caroline? Hey, Ashley, do you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Look, it ain't even a shooting here. Or a fire. Look at the 1200 block. We don't get squat here.
Hey, Ashley, I don't know if you hear me. Hey, Aaron. Call it. Let me have your phone.
They're not going to kill him, right?
Oh, God, no.
Safely.
Yeah, okay, all right. I just want to make sure following her what we do. Yeah, don't worry about it. She's got more shit going on.
Point to where in here.
Oh,
Wait,
Neil, please.
sorry.
Sorry, would you say your name again?
Caroline.
Caroline, thank you.
Can you point to me where in there? Where in there? Is that in there?
Oh, yeah. See that brown roof, right? To the right of that brown roof, there's a tree coming straight up. He's hanging his butt off.
What? Yeah, looks great. Did they say what they're? Have they given you an update what they're going to do?
I would just be ready.
What's that?
Big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It took me a while to remove the tree.
You're fine.
Well, I don't want to get wet.
Aaron, just be close enough in case the shot. You're taking your shot live. You're doing it's going to stay up for the whole show. But if it moves, I might have you readjust it. So just be close. So if I say Aaron, you can.
He just dropped a leaf.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. All right, no, I was just turning the monitor off the camera so I wouldn't hear feedback.
Well, if they need someone to talk to them, I'm glad to.
How are you, Sarah? Whistling some more.
Okay, we're going to say hello. I'll chat with someone briefly. We'll show you the VO. Why don't you kill the second VO? Just have the first VO and then the soundbite. Okay? Hey, Aaron. Aaron, come here. Aaron, we need a little more headroom on this. Sorry, buddy. Just slightly more headroom. Just slightly more, because his head keeps coming over up here. So just come up a little bit like that. Like, there you go. I just tipped it. All right, that's good. I just needed to make sure we got less of his feet, more of his head. Sorry to interrupt your interview. That's good. Okay, good. Just trying to get sound. Yeah. Oh. That might be just a quick hello. What do you think of it? You know. Sure, okay, thanks, Caroline. And maybe you can big little the VO and the SOT, Ashley. Can you big little, keeping the live picture up with the VO and the SOT?
What's the name of the street we're on?
Franklin.
Street or road?
Street, northeast.
He could be up there all morning.
Well, you're not going to see that because we want to keep our camera trained on that big, very large black bear there. And that's his, mostly his body, his head's kind of leaning low. He keeps moving around and licking his chops. We're not sure if he's eating anything up there, but there are quite a few people here behind our camera. We've got probably the best vantage point right across the street here. As you mentioned, the 1300 block of Franklin Street Northeast. I would say there are about 24 people out here hanging out, checking this out. One of them is Caroline. Caroline, where'd you come from and what do you make of this?
I come from Pleasant Hill in DC. I love bears. I hike in Shenandoah all the time looking for them. It's kind of concerning they're coming this far down. There was one here, I think, a few weeks ago, but I'm going to come out and see it while it's here.
Very cool. And you see him leaning out there. I don't know if you showed that video a moment ago, which had been taken by someone and put on social media, Jay Lilly, of this bear running across the street not far from here. He got up this tree. You have the Humane Rescue Alliance here. You've got DC Police, and there it is when it was on its move. And we're not sure what they're going to do. We have not been briefed yet by police officials, likely to wait this out. I don't think they're going to want to kind of tranquilize that bear because you can't tell from this angle, but he's probably about 25, 30 feet high in the ground, so they don't want to do anything that would cause him to drop. I think it's just going to be a wait-and-see game, a very rare sighting of a black bear in the heart of Washington, D.C., guys. Thank you for getting that soundbite together. Sorry we didn't use it. I was getting it.
So Bob, what's your plan to get the bear
Well, I'm
down?
going to scale the tree in about a half hour.
Okay. Didn't they do one in New York or something where they put like someone up in a like a cherry picker and they tranquilized it and the bear fell. Oh, yeah. So there's animal rescue training for a bear in the tree. Yeah.
Hey, they're Lorena. So, we're trying not to take the camera off the bear, so that means we can't see everybody behind me. But Aaron's been shooting some of that, and they did edit a soundbite for us. That because Ashley wanted to highlight it. So just let them know that it's like, I'd love to run that sound.
Anybody know about what's on the fun?
I'll tell them I want to use the soundbite. Okay? Thanks. I'll let them know. Okay. Closer. Yes, yes. Come on. What do you want to know?
I know.
Hey, honey. How are you? Bet you we having more fun than you are. Alexandria. This was her fiance. All right.
Really?
Animal Human Rescue Week. I have something. Yep, he's got like a rifle in his hand.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to shoot that guy up there, though. If he falls, he could break his neck.
The bear's kind of resilient. Some animals.
They bounce?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you want to get a little bit side just for a minute? Just this kind of, keep it. You're online.
bear.
I got lots of sound, good sound, so they can't get
Climbed halfway up a big tree early this morning.
could do. I think the next day.
I've been sitting there on a large branch for hours.
Just give me an idea of what's what.
He or she periodically pokes his head out.
Streaming this to Fox Network.
Seems very comfortable up there.
They're going to come back live at 9:30. So stick around. I think you probably got enough sound. You've got a few people coming up and stuff. Just hang here with me.
So he's lost around.
Anybody else have any expertise to add or not? Just all interested people like that. Next night we're going to toss the fights with the grandfather and someone else.
Animal rescue is here. As are lots of neighbors who are watching from across the street. It's not clear what the plan is to get the bear down. Curious?
Well, early bird gets the bear.
Yeah, I was like, dude. It was so much traffic here. I went down the street and parked over a block and a half that way. Just walked up. I was over here the other night. We were on it. Yeah, we're live. Miss, this is a viewer here, Miss Levine. What do you think?
Hi, everyone. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, I love the fact that this is happening in my neighborhood. I just don't even know what to say about this.
I would advise you don't run away from it, because if it sees you, you know, they run unless they're sprayed with bear spray like they did at the Capitol on January 6th, and then it'll be fine.
Marissa sent me a picture and was like, I see you on air. I never thought I would see you back on Fox Live.
So they're streaming it live? Where?
It's here in the 1300 block of Franklin Street. A black bear climbed halfway up a big tree earlier this morning and has been sitting there on a large branch for hours. Very comfortable up there. Set up the lead cake for a few blocks around. Animal rescue is here. As are lots of neighbors who are watching from across the street. It's not clear what the plan is to get the bear down. We'll keep an eye on the situation.
Stepping out of the way. He just got out of the way.
We
Just moved, folks. I know you're watching us here, so we're gonna. He's kind of behind the tree now.
I don't know if he's planning on coming down or what. Hopefully not going further up. And if you are watching this streaming on Facebook, I don't have my Facebook open, so if anybody's asking questions, I really can't answer them. My phone's being used for something else, so there he is. He's up higher there. He's standing up. I wonder if he's trying to decide what to do. He's like stretching out. I wonder if he's trying to figure out how to get down. That?
I just want to Franklin the Bear.
Oh, that's good. Franklin the Bear. That's good.
We're not going to do that. You're kidding me. Come on, that's not good. We're not bothering anyone.
I need to worry about your safety. That's much more.
What are you worried about? Like, if that thing gets anywhere close, you guys are going to take
And if you don't, that's the
These
story.
guys are here, all these people here.
You can't do that. You can't do that. The whole network. Fox has got this thing is being across the country right now.
Have you guys looked at the shot on the other side? It's a great shot.
I know, but
And that's where staging is. That's where the bear's going to come down.
Well, so you want us to be where the bear comes down?
Where is the staging?
I thought you're talking about our safety.
I'm sorry. You guys will have a clear shot down the alley.
but it's
Not at the bear.
At the bear. I've been standing there all morning. You want to see the picture?
we talked.
Yeah, show us what you see.
He said it wasn't. It's the same, but our side is
Literally,
closer.
this alley, at the end of the alley, right there. That's where all the staging is. Where we have all our officers. So if it comes that way. Okay. At what time? We'd like to move you guys.
Can we see the bear? I mean, the bear.
We'd like to stay. These people are happy to have us on their property. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but we don't want to lose this shot. We're
I'm cool with moving.
locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. If it's the same thing, same angle, we just as soon stay right here.
I don't have officers here.
That's fine. That's fine. We don't need officer. We're fine. That guy is not coming near us.
I think the story would be if they got to us, that would be There's only one other media. Like, why can't he just move here? It's only Channel 9 over there.
neighborhood. Okay, what's the concern?
All right, who's this? Is it Loretta? She's the one who's saying yeah, but fucking ass. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I don't want to leave. Let's stay here. They're trying to move us, but
Did you say there's a clearer shot there?
that's what they're saying. All right, why don't you go? Fucking grab it and go.
This area more. Do you want to help me?
Yep.
Where the bear is going to come down.
Hey, we're moving, guys. Hey, just to let you know, they want us to move, and there's apparently a better shot. So let's do it. Yep. Watch your back. Here, don't pull that. There you go. Apparently, it's a good shot over there. Supposedly. Let's go. All right, let's go. Now let's go. Well, here we go. Guys, if you're seeing us, we're moving because the police want us to move, and hopefully there's another shot that we can get of this thing from down here. So we're moving. Sorry to take the shot down. They're asking us to move, so we're going to move. Pain in the neck that it is. Christ. You got to bend down. Hey, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Here it is. All right, let's set up right here. Yes, I can. We're going to get the shot back up here in a second. Absolutely. Hey, do you want to grab the soundbite that we had earlier and have that ready to go? Not the VOs, just the sound. Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right, just stay on it. Don't worry about it. If you want to, like, at some point, whip back and show the police vehicles or whatever, but I like it just seeing it moving. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it all over the place. He's got a shot over there, too. There might be even behind the truck. All over.
Yeah, right here. I got a B-roll I need.
I know. All right, Paris. Thank you, man. Sorry, I just thought we were being pushed way far away. Okay. Not bad.
What's up, Bob?
Not much, guys. How are you, man?
How you doing? Good. Nice to see you in person.
Hey. Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm sorry. We'll get it together. Thanks. All right, we're going on in a minute here. Here we go. Stand by. Yep. That's. Oh, well then just don't. No sound. No sound. No sound. No sound. No sound. How you doing, sir? How are you? Good. What do you think? Can you come here a second? We won't see you on TV, but I'll just say hi to you, okay? Oops. What's your name? I'm going to interview a gentleman live here, so we'll just see this and I'll talk to Mr. Sterling. Okay. If you want to come out wide at some point, just to show how high it is. These are all live cameras.
This is one they say they call Greenbelt.
Guys, just ask that we don't venture away from right here, okay? We're not doing a briefing yet. We're just gonna figure out what we've got a lot of resources coming to figure out everything. So.
Yeah, I know there, Steve and Marissa. The bear is repositioning itself, but so have we. We were kind of on the north side looking south. We are now on the east side looking west. So we've kind of come around the block to get a more clear view of the black bear that is up in this tree. You see him moving around. We've seen him licking his chops. Don't know if he's tasting anything, eating anything, but he is mobile. We don't know if he's trying to figure out how to come down from this tree. But if we pull out wide, I want to just kind of give you a sense of how high up he is. I'm guessing it's about 25 feet. It's a tree that's on one property bordering the next here in the 1300 block of Franklin Street Northeast. And, it's kind of a tight area back there. The backyards are not large. He's surrounded by a number of trees, or she, and you've got DC police here and the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, and you've got a lot of onlookers, probably about maybe 2 or 3 dozen people here now as we've come around the corner. Mr. Sterling, what do you make of this?
It's very strange.
for something like this come close to the fire department, much as they've been traveling all night long, making that noise. That ain't look like he real scared, don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's knocking around some leaves
Trying to
right
eat,
there.
yeah.
Maybe eat or whatever. You were asking me earlier, is this the same one that they saw in Prince George's County? There have been a couple of sightings in Hyattsville recently. Could this be the same bear that's made its way here to Northeast D.C.? They can cover some territory. We're not sure. You were curious about that, though, right?
Yeah, in 2 days, but it's a short distance, but have been running all night and day.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sterling. Yeah, we did have someone shared on social media, Jay Lilly, a video of what we believe was this bear running across a nearby street. That was shared on social media, and then people said, hey, look, you know, we've got a bear in a tree. DC Fire Department tweeting out photos. So there, he's moving, and you're wondering if he's trying to figure out how to get down off the tree. I'm sure this is not a unique experience for this bear. They are good climbers, but in this case, whether he or she recognizes there's a lot of attention being paid toward this bear right now, we're not sure, but it looks like it is coming down. So this is going to perfect timing for you to be with us, I think, guys, because you do have a lot of police around here, and a lot of people are pretty excited about this. He's just kind of like standing up. I don't know if they're trying to scare it at this point, because the bear is so high in the tree. I don't think they were going to try to tranquilize it. Well, yeah, they just they made this bear change his mind hearing the sirens. That's DC police are down here. Why they'd want to force it up, I'm not sure, because again, I don't think they're going to try to shoot it with a tranquilizer because it's such a great distance to fall. You think they have a lot of police here, police tape, the road's blocked off, a lot of people watching, but we're at a bit of a distance so that if it did come down and then they could maybe tranquilize it, you think that would be the way to go. But for some reason, perhaps they're not yet in a position and prepared to do that. So they just blared their sirens, and you saw, I think it scared the bear right back up in the tree. You do have a bunch of people out here checking this out. How you doing, ma'am? What do you make of this?
This is crazy. It's not something that you see.
Right, a black bear in the middle of D.C.
Right, that's crazy.
Where were you, and how'd you hear about this?
I was going to the store, and I just seen everybody looking, and I was like, oh, what's going on? They said it's a black bear in the tree. I was like, what? It's crazy.
It is crazy. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, and so we don't want to take the camera off the bear, but if you could see behind us and around us, there are, a lot of people here checking this out. The roads around here are open but packed with traffic. Some are and you see this gentleman here with the police with a rifle. We saw someone go into one of the houses adjacent to the tree that the bear is in with a rifle like that. So they're here prepared to do something. I would hope. And we have not been briefed yet by the police that it would not be to shoot and kill the bear, but to try to put it to sleep and get it into a safe place. You also wonder, guys, if all the smoke lately has kind of like forced bears, this one in particular, out of their natural habitat and into the community. Well, no, there is a van, a Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, which is kind of an animal control outfit here in the D.C. area. They have a van on the other side of the street where we were, and we're on 14th Street Northeast. We were on Franklin Street, and there is a van right parked in front of the house that this tree is behind. So you would think if they were able to tranquilize it, now he's going to take a little break. He looks like he's going to figure out what to do. That if they were able to tranquilize it, there is definitely something they could put this bear in to move it. There's a lot of police vehicles here. There are a number of D.C. police officers. That's the only D.C. police officer we've seen with a rifle. We thought we saw going into that house someone not affiliated with the police with a rifle, like the Animal Control or Humane Society type person with a rifle, but that was a D.C. police officer who had the rifle there. So I think they're prepared to tranquilize it or shoot it, I guess, if they had to. But you see he's looking out at us, wondering what's next. And it's just kind of a wait-and-see game at this point. Yeah, I would say for sure that amount. And, people are just kind of stopping their cars in the middle of the streets that have been blocked off as far as you can go on certain streets, and they're out of their cars. AJ is here. AJ, what do you make of this?
It's a nice beer. It's bigger than what I thought.
It is big.
Yeah, it's a lot of people out here in the streets too.
What makes you want to be here and see this?
Actually, just to see a beer in person. I don't think I would see a beer like that in any other time like that.
Like outside of a zoo or,
Yeah.
God forbid, a circus or whatever, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. Very cool. Thank you, AJ. So I guess, the bear is moving, but you know what? While you're sticking with us, let's do this. Aaron, can you just for a second, and we'll pop off, you want to pop off the tripod just so people can see all the people out here? I just kind of want to give our viewers a sense of all the people. We're just going to pop off the tripod here. So look, just to kind of give you a sense, you got a lot of people here. Just don't go too far. You're connected here. So you got, people with their dogs and animals. So all these people, that's Mr. Sterling that we just spoke to. So this is Everett Street and 14th, and we'll pan around to the right and just kind of look at all the people off to the behind us here. Around this way, we just kind of get a sense. You got all these people down here, and this is just one of the blocks. I mean, there are people down Franklin Street, which is where you're looking in to the left. So you got a lot of people who are just here checking this out, and then the police are asking people just to make sure they're on the sidewalk. So and then you got DC police here. This Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, the animal control side of it, DC Fire are here. So, a lot of authorities kind of waiting this thing out. And yet, again, guys, we have not been briefed in terms of what they plan to do. And we'll get back on the tripod and show you the bear here. But, what they plan to do if this guy doesn't come down anytime soon, because, hopefully they're patient. Okay. Yeah, and you know what, Steve? With the most recent case like this, yeah, go ahead, Steve. Well, I was going to say, I remember a case very similar to this, if our viewers do. It's probably been 5 to 8 years ago or so, right across the street from Walter Reed, the National Medical Center up in Bethesda. It was on the grounds of the NIH and the metro station. There was a bear just like this up a tree, kind of that high, and they waited it out. And eventually, and we got up close to it after they tranquilized it, as they had it in the back of like an authorities pickup truck. You could see, he was sound asleep there. They did eventually tranquilize that, and honestly, I can't remember if it was after it had made a move down or came down or what, but it was high in the tree, so I don't believe they shot it in the tree. I think it was coming down or it came down, and they shot it at that point, and they were able to bring it back out into the wild. So it has happened, but that's Bethesda. This is the heart of Washington, D.C. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember that one, but I forget a lot of things. But I do remember the one in Bethesda, and that, because it was along Wisconsin Avenue there, it was tougher for people to kind of park and assemble. This being in the middle of a neighborhood, you've just got all these people that we just showed you a few minutes ago, and more making their way here down the sidewalk. Some of them telling us they saw it on our news this morning and wanted to come out here, even if they lived a distance away. And you can't get too close here with your car. You're going to have to park and walk in a few blocks, because police and fire do have this wider area for everybody's safety primarily, and that's one of the reasons why they asked us to come to this side of the block, was for the safety of us and the public. They kind of wanted to clear a bit of a wider perimeter, but it's drawing quite a bit of attention. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what page in the training manual is this? You know, how to deal with a wild black bear in a neighborhood tree. I mean, I'm sure they're consulting with experts and with the Humane Alliance folks here, and I'm sure they've been in touch with those who either have dealt with the bear when it was in Spring Valley or certainly up in Bethesda about what's the best way to do. So I'm sure they know the protocols, and I'm sure the bottom line is to wait this thing out. Don't startle this guy as they did with the sirens to get him to go back up the tree, but don't to the point where it might fall and hurt or kill itself. So, I think maybe, part 1, section A is just wait and see what this thing wants to do. I believe it was almost an all-day affair, frankly. And so when I left the station, I was with you guys earlier when we first saw the first visual images of the bear here. I was hoping that I would have a chance to see it, thinking, he might be up there for a little bit and scoot on down or be captured and taken away. But he's still here. It's been a few hours, and this one could last all day, too. You just don't know. It looked like he was ready or she was ready to come down, but again, we haven't been able to get briefed by the police, but for whatever reason, it seemed like they wanted this bear staying in the tree, at least for now.
Irene, can you do something off camera, voice?
Well, let me talk to you.
Is the plan to wait it out for a little bit? Like the siren to send it back up the tree. What do you guys?
Oh, I don't know, like, I literally just got here.
You know why they hit the siren to send it back up the tree? It's a minute shot. You can't do that. Like, you're sitting on indefinitely, pop it off the tripod, see what's what. You give people a sense. That's good. I was going over there to see if Irene or someone would give us something.
Hi, Peter's on his way, but we're just standing by. Just to help out. Yeah, I think it's,
Put the bear in the boat, take it out somewhere.
Yeah, Peter's on his way.
Okay, so we just do one of those standing by guys. Don't start, keep going. Anyway, okay. If I can get a sense of any of the police people are like,
Oh, no, I'll talk to you. Okay.
They're showing your live. See, there's still.
I love how how natives move right when I love how natives move.
What they're doing is they're waiting for DNR to get here. Hey, how you on top of this first?
Okay, doke.
I'm talking loud. I'm talking loud.
What, DNR, Department of Natural Resources?
Yeah, they're waiting for the DNR to people to get here, so what they can do is tranquilize them and have that cage. So when the bear comes down, they can put them in the cage. So they don't want anything to happen right now.
So they're trying to keep them in the tree for now.
Trying to keep them in the tree.
But
so
will they tranquilize them up there?
Hey, that's a DNR question. I don't know. So who
And
are they waiting
is
on?
DNR city or no?
Yeah.
Is that state? You know who DNR?
Department of Natural Resources.
Department of Natural Resources.
Yeah, I would think it would be Maryland, but
It's what I saw.
DC
on
doesn't
Twitter
have
was
anything like that.
Maryland. They were waiting on.
yeah.
Maryland.
Do you know where they want to take it?
No.
Not to Canada, hopefully. There's a lot of
I don't. They just
smoky
told me.
fires. Sorry.
They're probably en route. Hopefully in the next half hour.
Cool.
I'm
Can you
winging
confirm it's Maryland? Can you
Yes.
confirm it's Maryland DNR? Thanks, Irene. And it won.
No, we don't have one.
Yeah, thank God.
We're creative for you.
Because we get here at 3 in the morning, but they will try to keep us for that for sure.
It's Friday. I was here late yesterday, late the day after. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, your shot's still up.
Well, look how cute Franklin is. He's licking.
Maryland.
He's licking the tree.
It's Maryland.
That's nice.
Is Maryland DNR?
Yeah.
It's a Maryland deal.
Thank you. Thank you.
So why the horn? Do you know why the horns? Why the horns when it started to come down?
I didn't hear the horns.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I think they want them
It was
staying
not.
there to
I
like until
don't know
they
who
could.
did the horns.
But look at his crossing his flag. Zoom in on this.
It's starting to come down, but they blew some sirens and freaking out and they backed up the tree.
They want them to stay up there.
Because they're waiting for the Department of Natural Resources.
Hey, Mercedes. Hey, I know they're coming back to us in a few minutes. I gather they warned me that the soundbite with the grandfather was off camera. So I thought, well, shit, I got people here I can interview off camera. I thought it was people on camera. Aaron did do an interview right at about 8 o'clock. I don't know that if we want to see. Oh, okay. Hey,
People dominate.
thanks, Mercedes. Have a great one. Sorry about it. Bye-bye. Here. Oh, he did. He just came down. Okay. Okay. So, yep. No. We just want to. Yeah. Hey, guys, do you hear me? Guys, do you hear me? Ashley, come to me. Yeah, I can. Yeah, guys, I can. And I don't know if I'm going to just pause for a second here. Listen to this. Those are the sirens of all the police cars around here. They were trying to keep that bear up in the tree. What we've been told is that they are waiting for the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, who I guess are the area experts. And so they were trying to keep the bear up in the tree, and that's why they blared the sirens earlier. When you were watching there on the side of the screen, the bear starting to come down, and you can hear they're still blaring their sirens. They wanted that bear to stay in the tree until Maryland DNR got here, and so that's why we popped off our tripod, because the bear is no longer in the tree. Right now, we honestly don't know where it is. You see police cars here. I would imagine, you know what, we're gonna, if you're cool with us, guys, Aaron, let's go this way, because that van was down over here. So if you hang with us a second, guys, that van that was here from the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance was here on Franklin Street. So I want to take a look. There it is on the left. I'm not sure about the fencing behind the houses, but the tree that the bear was in was on this side, not the the Brentwood Street side of the block. So if the bear got out, and you see all these people here just wondering themselves what's going on, I think it might have come this way, not the way that we were over there with the police blaring their sirens. So we're just going to kind of hang here, and we'll keep an eye out, guys, and let you know what happens here. But the bear's down the tree and somewhere. Yeah, and there's you see this guy running down the street there with the suit on. That's one of the police spokespeople. So I don't know if he knows something that he's going to be able to tell us, but we don't know why it's taken, and maybe they weren't called initially. We don't know why Maryland's Department of Natural Resources, isn't here already. But when were they alerted? How quickly can they get to places? We're not sure. But that van there, we believe, was big enough, and it's an animal control type jurisdiction, like an agency, that if they needed to, they could have put the bear in there after tranquilizing it. And again, that it made sense once we heard that we heard from actually a DC Fire and EMS official that they were waiting for Maryland DNR to get here, and that's why they scared initially when we were on earlier, scared the bear back up the tree, and they were hoping to keep the bear there. This time the bear was having none of it, and it's gone. I mean, it's not disappeared. It's somewhere around here, but it's not in the tree, and we have not heard from anyone yet if they've located it, tranquilized it, or whatever. I'm going to go up to, these are fire guys, and I don't know that they know. They were kind of telling me earlier they were just kind of standing by. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, and I'm not gonna put him on the spot. Aaron, you just stay here. I'm just gonna ask this police guy if he's hearing over his radio whether they've located the bear. Just bear with me a second, guys. Sir, have you heard? Have they caught the bear yet? Do you know?
No, it's still moving.
It's still moving. Okay, so that's unofficially the bear is still moving. That's from a police officer on the scene who's got two-way radio and can hear what's going on. So I don't know what that police spokesman was running from or to, but it's still open. Yeah. It was a straight shot kind of between the two houses. There was a fence on the house to the right that the tree was, I believe, like growing from and raising almost over the neighbor's yard, but it was behind a fence on this side of the tree. So the police are trying to move everybody out of here. So I honestly don't know. We didn't get close enough, Steve, to see kind of how the fencing was and if the bear was able to climb down to the foot of the tree, where exactly it would be. I believe it was going to be on the other side of like what would be the west side of what we were looking at, kind of on the other side of the tree. But is that where it got to? We just don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go down this way. You lead the way, Aaron. We're gonna come back down and look this way. The police there were just asking people to stay out of the street for their safety, but like, if you see these people over here being put on the other side of the police tape, that's actually closer to where the bear came down, because we're just gonna walk back. Aaron, stop from here for a second. Show them the tree that the bear was up. See, so there's the tree over there, And again, I believe it's on the far property inside that fence line. And there, as you can see, there are a bunch of fences here. But where the bear dropped to, and is it perhaps confined in a yard? I would imagine if it could climb a tree, it could easily scale a fence. But we just don't know. I went that way and everybody came with us, but only because we didn't see the bear in this alley. But here we go. Aaron, just kind of showing this the alleyway. This is the closest public access to where that tree is and the bear came down. And we don't see anything but one police car. And we'll have more coming up at 10, guys. Let's come back over here and take a look. Sorry for your back. Your shot's still up, obviously. Oh, he's talking to them, not us. Come here. You want to come here, Aaron? Your tripod's there. Let me go get it. You stay there. Just kind of go to the end. Gotcha. Did you see anything? The bear or anything? You did? Did you see a bear?
Yeah, I seen the bear come down from the tree.
Did it come anywhere in this
No,
area?
it didn't come in this area. It went behind the fire station.
It went back over that way? See the bear go across?
In case they want us live, I'm going to take your... Okay. And if you've got any video that they've cut of the bear up in the tree, they might want that. Where's the tree? Which do you think? Was it this thing? The one right here, leaning over the yellow shed. So be here with this. I'll do this way, so the sunlight. And then people are coming this way. People don't know. I just saw police from the Smithsonian come here. I'm going to move this out of your way.
You want to lay it down?
Yeah. I'm going to lay it. Oh, sorry. Watch your fingers. I'm going to lay it over here. So this is why the fire department tweeted out their fire station engine 26 is right here on Brentwood Road. Thanks for going with the flow, man. That's fun live TV, man. I've done it a few times in Los Angeles. Like, That's the tree it came down. Here, okay, stand by. Get me on camera. that guy running down the street before in his suit? I'm like, if I see it, I'm going to talk about it. The latest is that the bear is down out of the tree and has disappeared, at least for the moment. We just saw the latest police agency was the Smithsonian Zoo's police just arrived. But let me just kind of show you where we are. Back there, you see this kind of yellow shed with the painted, frame there, the blue painted outline. That's right below the tree that the bear was in. So the tree right above that yellow shed is where the bear was. It came down. We don't know in what direction it headed, but here on the left, you'll see is Engine Company 26, and that explains why it was DC Fire and EMS that first tweeted the photo of the bear up in the tree, because their firehouse is right here. You see there's a police cruiser up kind of, if we walk up here, you'll see there's a police cruiser kind of on the side of their property. They haven't created a huge perimeter, but let me just show you. Looking down the block here, you've got, others, some of the media, some passersby are just kind of going down, wandering, kind of spreading out the perimeter here, because we don't know where this bear ended up. And as I mentioned earlier, just about 15 minutes or so ago, I was told by DC Fire and EMS that, yeah, this is a DC police case. So, yeah, police were the lead agency here, but that they were waiting for the Maryland Department of Natural Resources to arrive on the scene to ideally tranquilize the bear and take it out of here and into safer places for it to be. That's why when the bear the first time tried to climb out of the tree, they blared their sirens, the police did, and the bear went right back up in the tree. The second time, when you saw it there again, we had them both live for you. The bear came down, made its way down. They started blaring their sirens again, but the bear wasn't hearing it, wasn't paying attention to it, came down, jumped the last little bit, I don't know if you could see, maybe from about the 10-foot level, and is now gone. And the latest we have from police is that they don't know where it is. So people are kind of just fanning out. Nobody wants to really come face to face with this thing necessarily, but there is the curiosity factor about what happened. And if we spin back around here, we'll just kind of give you a sense of the police presence here. This block here is blocked off here. This is Brentwood Road, northeast. You've got, some of the internal roads. Brentwood Road is still open, but Franklin Street in the 13 to 1200 block is closed. And you see a lot of police vehicles here, as now the search, I guess, begins for the first time, because it was spotted in the tree. They responded, and now it's gone. One person, Jay Lilly, posted a video on social media earlier, Instagram and Twitter, showing what we believe certainly was this big, large black bear running across the street just a few blocks from here, and then it ended up kind of lounging in the tree for a couple of few hours, and now who knows where it is. Is there any update? Is there any update? Have they found it? Okay, let's walk down there since they went that way.
Got that?
What's that? Yeah, no.
Good?
Yeah, good. I got it.
Give me the mic.
Okay, yeah. We're just moving so we don't miss something, but we'll keep our shot up. Consider your shot hot. Come over here. Maybe it's going up another tree. You wonder if it's... Get ready to roll. Come on, get up to the line. Did they find it? Oh, really? Okay. Aaron. Oh, you on? Okay. Hey there. Everything okay? Mike, all right? Let's get in the middle of the street. Look out.
Back at the firehouse.
Down that street. Street up and down.
Look here.
Oh.
See this car? Smithsonian police.
I mean, this was the better spot, but we didn't know he's gonna move.
What happened?
The bear in the tree, and we were up that direction, up on 13th and Franklin, and then someone said you come down here to 13th and Evart, and you can see him.
What's that now?
He's being euthanized.
Oh, you already?
No, he's at that process is beginning.
Oh, okay. Do you see it with your own eyes here?
No, I'm just arriving, unfortunately. Yeah. If it wasn't for the TV, I wouldn't have known it was going on. The news, the 10 o'clock news.
Glad to help out. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I saw him when he was down at the first site.
At the first site,
I
on the
saw him
tree.
the first site.
But you haven't seen him here yet, have you?
Yeah, I saw him moving when he started running up the alley here. I saw him running, and then when he ran up behind the fire station, they couldn't locate him. And then all of a sudden, he started moving again, and then started running down Franklin Street Northeast. I was like, this is amazing. But anyway, now I think they're trying to use the tranquilizer to apprehend him. I don't know if they actually made contact or not yet. But it's very interesting. It's a very interesting situation here. That's for sure.
They must have got it down.
All right, man.
Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Did you get video of it?
Let's see. They got video on the first night.
Where's the tree? It's over there.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, Sam. They did?
He went that way. They darted him and he went that way.
Really? You think they hit? You think they got him?
Everybody kind of backed up. They're close. They took the barricades that way.
That
The
way?
other side?
Okay. Thank you. Okay, yep, let's go. But you're just, hi there, man. Hi, go on. Hi. So just consider your shot up this time. Hey, man, how you doing?
Hey,
I'll
good to
see
see
you.
you.
Good to see absolutely. It's good to see you. It wasn't a porcupine or...
scared. They want to shoot.
No, I'm hoping that's it. Get him in the cage and
No,
release him
give him
outside.
that little cage.
What's that? No, I don't think so.
It's like the whole scene of it.
Where are you guys headed to now?
Oh god.
I don't know. They just said go this way.
Hey, Ashley, do you hear me? This is Bob.
Yeah, they tranquilized him and now he's moving.
Yeah, hey, so some people are saying that they shot it with the tranquilizer and it ran back this way. So we had come to where it was spotted a short time ago, but now we're going back the way we came to see if we can't see, what happens to it. Okay. Hey, Aaron, stand by right there. You want us just to keep moving? Maybe start on me and we'll just go that way. Just keep moving and then just go with everybody. We're trying.
I'll come to you. Say so.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm holding the tripod. That's totally fine. Get out of the street though quickly. They're coming to us. I don't want people saying you're walking out in the street. Just come to us, Ashley. We're doing our thing. No, I'm alongside you. I don't want to see the back of me. Walk straight, and don't worry about me. If you want to come back to me at some point, but I'll just come all the way back over here. That's what we've heard. I think we go all the way down, kind of ideally back where we started if we can. So just stay right here. Stay right here. It's on. All right. And then we'll go. Okay. Start here. Show all the police. We believe it happened here, and then we'll walk down that way. Do you have any VO of the bear in the tree that you can show? Yeah, it's kind of vague, Steve. Where we were most recently with you was over by Engine Company 26, kind of further east of here. We've come back to one of our original locations, and we're going to keep walking in because we've been told that the bear was spotted, and some people, some print journalists told me that they believe that they did shoot it with a tranquilizer, but the bear took off. So, is it in a position where it may be captured soon and be saved? We're not sure. We can show you what this has looked like for a bit this morning with the bear up the tree. This is how it kind of came to everybody's attention. This bear was up in a tree maybe 25 feet off the ground in someone's backyard right on the 1300 block of Franklin Street. And then after one time trying to get down and the police blaring its sirens, the bear went back up, and then about a half hour later, it came down. The police blared their sirens waiting for Maryland's Department of Natural Resources to get here. They have a police agency, and the bear took off. So we're back to kind of the alley side where we have been told that the bear was shot was on the other side of this alley, so kind of quite a bit west of where we are, like a block or two, but that it ran back this way. So that's why we've come back here. And frankly, now they have more of this area, as you see, blocked off because this bear is running around. It has not been captured. They're concerned for everybody's safety. And, the latest is it's still out there. Officially, we don't know that it has been hit with a tranquilizer dart, but that's what someone has told us. And if we see it, when we get any more confirmed information about the status of this bear and the safety of this neighborhood, we'll let you know, guys. let's go down this street here. Sir, okay to go back down this sidewalk like we did earlier?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. Okay. All right, so. Yeah, went all the way around. I don't know, do you want to?
Were you here when it was up in the tree?
Oh, yeah, we were here earlier. Good to see you.
It was
How's it?
absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Last
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
they said it was 3 miles away, so we've been all watching it on the street all morning, watching updates, and then we heard this morning, my neighbor said it was coming down Kearney towards Franklin, so I was right over there. I just ran down here.
You didn't run down. You had nice wheels,
right?
Yeah, so
You need this right now.
Oh, come on, man. That would be the way to get around. Yeah, so no, we.
Oh, look.
What?
These guys are coming out with
Come here.
the med stuff.
See which way they go.
First time they've been.
Yeah.
They've come out.
Hey, Aaron, do you see them? Come here. These guys got kind of like some kind of contraption here, as if it's like something to hold it on to. Left. See guys left down the sidewalk. Left. You see them? Going there. They're going here. There.
Okay, yeah, we're in front of the 1300 block, so yeah. Okay. All right, bye.
How's Channel 9 all the way in there?
I don't know if you want to.
Are you serious?
Yes,
If
sir.
you want to quickly, you may want to get around towards Franklin. You may get in more direct.
Okay, thank you, sir. No, hey, Aaron, all the way.
Okay, yeah, we see. Want to go around there, Rick?
Okay, let's do it. Thank you, sir. Until they stop you, give it a shot. Hey, Aaron, let's get here.
Okay, all right. When you're ready.
I guess there's no correlation between age and speed. You see it? Thank you.
Maybe take a shot while we're walking.
That's cool.
Let me get out of your way, but I don't want to. Okay, we're over on the side where I think it is because this is where all the activity is. Don't get just like you're doing. Just like you're doing. What's your first name? All right, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. Well, the latest is maybe good news for the bear. We understand that it's been tranquilized, and you see a DC Fire and EMS rescue truck there at the top of Franklin Street. That's the 1300 block there where we started earlier this morning. Elizabeth has been watching. Elizabeth, tell us what you saw.
So I saw the fire department pull some supplies out. There is a truck with a metal cage on top. They lifted that top portion of the metal cage.
That's the truck just to the left of
To the left of it, of the fire truck, yep. Brought out some blankets, and so they say he's been tranked.
What do you make of this experience?
It's exciting. I have a camp house in Pennsylvania. We never see a bear, but here in my hometown, DC, I'm trying to spot a bear.
Pretty well. Thank you, Elizabeth. So, yeah, guys, we believe, just based on the maneuverings of the authorities here, what Elizabeth has told us, what other people have mentioned, that they did eventually spot the bear. DC police confirming that they did shoot a tranquilizer, and it is now in the process of being gathered up and going to be ideally taken out into the wild somewhere. Perhaps they'll have someone make sure the bears in good health. We did see police from the National Zoo here, and again, the Maryland Natural Resources, Department of Natural Resources was coming out. We don't know if it was any of their, animal welfare folks or their police wing, but they were supposedly on the way, and that's why they were waiting initially to try to keep the bear in the tree so that they could make sure they could contain it and tranquilize it. That's apparently what's happened now. Okay, let's go up further where they are. Aaron, in case they move it, we don't want to be far away. Thank you, Elizabeth. Very much. We'll try. That's up to him. Thanks for waiting us. You had to try jump over that. That would have been here. Aaron, this side's going to be better. Because again, they went into the left. Here you go.
Did you ever see it?
No, never did. Did you? Not
no,
when it was out of the tree.
So this was tranquilized in the backyard. They're putting the book is fucking the bear wakes up. There's a cage
in that truck on the left.
In that truck. That's for the National Zoo's. That's the National Zoo. Their vet and that truck arrived when we were skinning.
Yeah, over there, right? I saw that, right.
The guy from DC.
I just don't want him getting in the way of us seeing our shot. So, you want to come slightly more to the right? Yep. We're live pictures. If he comes down, I want to get him away from the camera. He's probably going to confirm. We've been there and back. No, they chased it this way, so we were like at the top there, the light went down. So we. Hey, Paris, what do you know? What's that? We go with you? Come on, here we go. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I'll take the sticks.
Do we get to see the bear?
Thank you. Thank you.
Stay on the sidewalk until we get to the other side.
All right, thank you. There's a bunch of people walking. They're moving it right now. Look. Look. They're moving it. Look. All the way up to the top of the street. No, don't go there. He said up to... Hey, Aaron, up here. He said just stay on the sidewalk. All the way up. Oh, here it is. Left. Okay. Okay.
Guys, right here. Hey, can you just listen to him? Guys, right here in the middle of the block.
Okay, up here. Up here. Come here.
Guys, right here in the middle of the block. My
Yep.
name's right here.
It is. Come here. It's in there, guys. They did get it. I don't know that you can see. Give us a minute and maybe they'll stand out of the way. Hold on 1 second. But it's definitely the bear. There's a blue blanket. Give us wait a second because we might be able to see it. Hey, Paris, can you ask them to maybe let us see?
Give me a minute. Let me.
Okay, so hang with us a minute, guys. The bear is contained. It was tranquilized. They've got it here. You got veterinarians from the National Zoo. And that's HRA. We're not sure what that is. But hopefully these guys will clear. Hey, see, if there's somebody. Sir, can you go left or right? Sure. Can you go one way? So there it's in there. I don't know if you can see it. When we were at the conclusion of the scenario, and here you see this police officer with a rifle right in front of us. He may be the one who shot it with a tranquilizer. When the scenario ended in Bethesda, we were able to go right up and see the bear sleeping there. I remember its big mouth and all those teeth and the huge paws. But we now know this bear has been tranquilized. It's asleep. It's in the back of this truck here inside a cage. And I wish we could get a better look at it, but maybe they will, whether we're still with you live or not. Hey, give us 1 second. Give me 1 second here. See if Vito can do it. Not you. Hey, Vito. We're going to see if they can let us get up and get a shot of this thing. But the bottom line is DC police say that it was spotted in a backyard. It was shot with a tranquilizer, and it has now been detained, and we're not precisely sure who has possession. This is not a truck we saw earlier, but we do see HRA. That's the Humane Rescue Alliance. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about that, that's who was here earlier. We didn't see this truck of theirs earlier, but it's here now. But sorry, ma'am. Oops, a lot of people. Hold on a second. How you doing? Okay.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, so a lot of people here. We're hoping to get a look at this. But the bottom line, guys, is that this bear that was in a tree here in Northeast DC, the 1300 block of Franklin Street Northeast, is now, in the custody of the Humane Rescue Alliance. DC police using a tranquilizer to immobilize it, put it to sleep temporarily. It was in a backyard here that we're told that it jumped out of the tree and got into a backyard. See if this officer can we're going to back up. But anyway, so we're hoping to get a look. But the bottom line is whether we see it or not, up close or not, the bear is contained. The neighborhood is safe. This spectacle that has brought out dozens and dozens of people throughout the morning is ending, guys. I would say maybe less than 100 yards. And we are up Franklin Street to the west. So it was about 100 yards east of here, down Franklin Street. And to the right, as you're looking at the van here, this truck with the cage, the house that it was behind was to the right and up about 4 houses, maybe 5 houses. So it came this way. It got down off the tree and headed west. It did not make it to 12th Street. It was in a backyard in this vicinity. I don't know who called it in, who spotted it, whether it was police or fire or neighbor or the resident, but DC police did get to it and was able to tranquilize it. And, who knows where it came from initially, whether this was the same bear spotted in Prince George's County, most recently Hyattsville earlier this week, whether it was kind of forced out of its natural habitat by, the smoke from the wildfires in Canada of this week. We're just not sure, but there apparently now is no more danger or threat to the community by this particular bear. Wondering if there'll be any others. Paris, can you slide? Can you slide?
Car isn't a good because of that car in front. But you need to.
They need to get here. Okay, so we just need. Okay, yeah. Everybody just move to the side so they can. We can speed this process along.
Stay right here.
Long as they gotta move us out the way. You know, it's gonna take us to get the spot.
It was a big guy. I mean, I can't really tell for sure because it was always at a distance, but I mean, it was a teenager. We're being told a teenager, probably 6 feet tall if it stood on its hind legs. I mean, it was a big bear. And the video of it running across the street that someone shot on social media, that, the paws were huge. Okay, they're telling us what. Are we going to be able to see it, Paris? All right, well, all right, let's go down here and come on, Aaron. They're saying go here. Let's get in one line. Let's try to get the front spot. But yeah, this was a big guy, and that was a police officer. Oh yeah, we're going to crowd our way in here, people. But watch out, Brian. But we were told by a police officer here, and not sure. Come back, Brian. Step back. That it was a teenager. So whatever that means. So we'll see. Okay, Sam, we're live TV. We're on live right here. Okay. All right. So, sorry guys. So, yeah. So.
Good visual cue where you need to be. You're good.
Yeah. Our sense is that while it's in this cage now, they may transport it in a van that is back to our right. So they may be pulling it out on a blanket here shortly. And if we all behave and stay in our places here, we all will, whether we see just the blanket or the bear in the blanket, we're going to get a shot of this thing. And again, they've got, medicines and what have you here. The veterinarians from the Washington, the National Zoo, DC Police, DC Fire, So you got a lot of people here keeping an eye on things, and maybe we'll get a shot of this thing shortly. A view of it. No. And, there is a police commander here. I'm just going to off camera ask him, do we know where this bear is going to go?
You'd have to ask Paris.
Do we know where the bear is going to go?
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
We don't know yet, apparently, where the bear is going. But, that's a good question. But I would, say it's in good hands. And here it is. It looks like they're getting ready to try to move it. No, go ahead, Matthew. She's got medicine in her hand. Yeah, it is. It is a big cage. It looked like almost like a giant dog crate. It's metal on the back of this truck here from the Washington, Humane Rescue Alliance. But it looks like, and they're giving it some medicine. You've got a vet there it looks like they're giving it another shot maybe to make sure it stays asleep. But then what we believe is, just by the way they've positioned us and asked us to clear away from that van, which we saw first thing when we arrived here, parked right, in front of that house, that they may be transferring it might be more comfortable for the bear to not be in this cage, but in the back of a van. And we believe that's what they're getting ready to do. But we could be wrong, because if they close the gate here, as maybe they're about to do, maybe the bear is just going to stay right in there. They just decided, you know what, we're just keeping it right in there.
Thank you.
You know what? You have great instinct, Steve, because there were people here in the neighborhood saying, "Hey, that's Franklin the bear." So I think you have, and a couple others here, because of Franklin Street here, have named it. You see the rifle there. See the rifle in this lady's hand to the right, behind the lady in the blue? That just came down off the truck. So I wonder if that's, well, it's hard. You can't see it right now, but there was a big old rifle that, yeah. Let me see. Someone's about to grab it. See the guy walking off there to the right? He just grabbed the rifle there. I don't know if you can see it, guys, but that's apparently what they use to tranquilize Franklin, we'll go with. And, yeah, it looks like they're just going to keep the bear in this crate. I thought by the way they positioned all the news cameras here and asked us to stay clear of the other van that they were going to kind of maybe walk it right in front of us. And, again, the incident at the on the campus of NIH several years ago, right across from the medical center in Bethesda, they let us cut right up and look into that bear's face, and it was pretty dramatic. But and there's the van is kind of behind the cameras there. Oh, there's the rifle coming here. Watch it. There it goes. There's the rifle. Okay. Yes, go ahead, Steve. Yeah, well, if Kevin ever meant Clint Howard, he was in Gentle Ben, the old TV show. But I think that was a grizzly. This is a black bear. That was Gentle Ben, and Ron Howard's brother Clint was the kid in that show. I don't know what's going to happen to this guy. But if as Matthew says, that there are lots of wilderness areas even in as close proximity as Montgomery County. And if this is a bear from this area, they'll probably try to find some place like that eventually. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do take it to the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, make sure it's healthy, maybe tag it, and then eventually let it go. Sorry about that. Yeah, but hey, guys, I've got a gentleman from the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance. Tell me, what's going to happen with this bear?
So right now, he's going to be relocated outside of the district so he can have a safer place to coexist. And so, we don't have a lot of details to share right now, but obviously this was a, situation that we didn't expect this morning. But I'm happy that we have a really incredible collaborative environment here in the district where, my animal control officers, the D.C. Metropolitan Police, D.C. Fire, the Smithsonian Zoo, Maryland DNR were all able to collaborate so that we could safely sedate the bear so that he could go off and live a happy life.
How does it look to you? The bear?
Oh, he looks healthy. One of my staff was able to dart him. We actually do chemical capture for a lot of other situations in the district, so we were able to utilize our chemical capture equipment to safely dart him so that we could relocate him.
It looked like initially when he was up on the tree that he was trying, or he or she was trying to get down, the police blared their sirens to keep it up. Did you not want it down out of the tree initially?
Yeah, we were hoping to get all the right pieces into place, right? This isn't something we deal with normally as bears in the district, and so we needed some of the other equipment to be closer by to be able to, once we sedated him, so that we could get him loaded in the seat of the truck from the zoo, so that we could get him loaded because, what our hope was that we could sedate him so that it could be reversed. So we wanted to sedate him with the right amount of drugs so that he would be able to be reversed so that he could wake up and be relocated.
Would you ever shoot it while it was up in a tree? Can you do that? We were wondering.
So
it's like
we could sedate in a tree. That's not something that we would have wanted to do. We would have done it if in an extreme circumstance. But we were hopeful that he was starting to rouse. That once he came down, my staff practice and train continuously with chemical capture equipment, and so much like this situation, we were able to, with one dart, be able to safely sedate him.
Can you explain what happened, where he was, and how he was, and how you tranquilized him?
He came over from Maryland. You know, I'm sure everyone's seen all the stories. He's been kind of
the same guy.
Once he came down from the tree, where did he walk?
He had just walked maybe a half a block, just up and around the corner onto 13th Street, where we were all monitoring. Metropolitan Police has been incredible to set up a perimeter, right, so that we could create a safe environment to let him just mosey around while we were monitoring, so that we could, you know, prepare to take the proper shot. You know,
Do you believe it's the same bear? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is this the same
I
bear
think
from
we believe it is. Yeah.
Really?
Had y'all been preparing for this, that it might come this way after you learned about Hyattsville?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly have discussed it, you know, because, and this isn't the first bear, right? We had one some years ago, right? This isn't the first one. It probably won't be the last. And so it is something we're aware of, and we prepare for, you know, much like we have equipment that can handle and drugs that can handle all these different situations. We're always prepared for something a little bit unusual. And
can you
your name is? Can I get your name? Can you just tell our?
What happened?
I just want to tell our viewers your name. Your name is
Chris Schindler. I'm the Vice President of Field Services at Humane Rescue Alliance.
Thank you, Chris. All right, guys, so there you have it, okay? So he is with the Humane Rescue Alliance, and what he's telling us is that truck with the cage is actually on loan from the National Zoo. We just wanted to get out of the scrum here and show you they're getting ready to take this thing away. So that is a truck and a crate from the National Zoo that is being used, and it was kind of the veterinarians, and we were told there was a vet from the zoo here as well, but you see most of the people here are wearing HRA Field Services shirts who are actually in direct contact with the bear once it had been tranquilized, giving it medicine so that it would eventually wake up. And it looks like it's just going to be taken to a safe place and be let free. Again, they believe this is that bear that we've been seeing in Prince George's County this week. Yeah, I would say, and nobody in the neighborhood hurt. It was an interesting spectacle. The last couple of days, people kind of forced to stay inside because of the smoky air quality here. This was kind of a nice reemergence for the community. An interesting Friday morning, but a safe ending for everyone, including Franklin the bear. If you want to say what you think of this wild day, can we have you come down real quick? Come on. Just what do you make of this day?
It's incredible. Outstanding. What did the gentleman say?
The bear was healthy.
Yeah?
I was gonna have a lady right here. I have a lady right here. Got a lady right here.
Are we still?
Well, yeah, I've got a lady who lives right across the street. Tell me, what do you make of this today?
It's a shock, but the first thing I thought was like, now I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of weird things in the city, but this probably tops it all. But it was actually kind of pretty good news because Franklin Street is usually popular for, I don't want to say popular, sorry. We hear a lot of bad news about stuff always happening in the street, and it was kind of interesting to see something more positive. And everybody kind of came together, and it was just exciting. It was really cool. It was a nice way to spend my Friday morning.
Awesome. What is your name?
I'm Bernadette.
Hi, Bernadette. Thanks. And let's see if I heard that someone noticed there were a couple. Is your parent here or something? Can I say hello to them? Sure. On TV? Yeah. Do they just get here, or
They're journalists.
They're okay. So they're future journalists. Those are like we had in Upper Marlboro today, young journalist reporters, the daughters of a journalist who's here. So I'll let them be. I didn't want to put him totally on the spot. But you've had a lot of people out here today, guys, and all eyes now on this crate. As you see, the sign on the crate says "Property of the National Zoo." Franklin will become, a free mammal again here pretty soon. My pleasure. Yeah, I think the lady who lives right across the street just summed it up best. It was a pleasant ending to an interesting day, an unusual thing to happen in the middle of the nation's capital, in the middle of any big city, and I think it was a kind of a community feel that they cared for the bear. They wanted to make sure they were safe and the people dealing most directly with it were safe. And now they're glad that nobody had to kill the bear, that the bear didn't hurt anyone. And as that lady was referring to, there's sometimes things that happen in neighborhoods that get our attention that aren't so upbeat and pleasant. This was strange, different, and had a much more happy ending to it than a lot of the reasons why we come into neighborhoods do. So all in all, one heck of an interesting Friday, and no offense, guys, but I'm glad I was able to come back out here and be a part of the coverage of this most unusual and interesting story. Yep. Yeah, there was a fire truck here from Petworth that was here, for assistance. It's backing down Franklin Street here, and this Department of Nutrition truck from the National Zoo with the bear, and we'll call him Franklin. I don't know if it's a male or female, but Franklin is in the back of this truck in that crate and sedated, but also given some medicines that will allow it to wake up. Yeah, so they shot it with a tranquilizer, but they've also given it some medicine, so it will wake up soon here as it gets ready to head on back to more familiar territory, not in the middle of a neighborhood in a tall tree in someone's backyard, but out in the woods, somewhere safe and sound, ideally. battery did not die. Okay, they're off you, so I think you got it. I'm gonna just let them know, hey. Just leave this here.
All that work and we just stole all the project.
Here was the Aaron and Bob show.
Oh my God.
Oof. Holy moly. Okay, I gotta sit for
I wish I hadn't gone for those kids, because that lady was so good, but she was like, what about the little kids? So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot.
She wanted the kids.
Hey, little kids here. Oh, they're journalist kids.
Yeah, I saw-
Hey, what's up, Monica? Oh my God. Lose that jacket. Hey guys, is there someone in the control room I can talk to?
Chris, how do you spell your last name?
SCHINDLER.
Hey there, Kyle. How you doing, man? We're going to have a live interview here with Chris Schindler from the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance. And also, ideally, you have some video of the bear when it was in the tree, right? And then that VO of the bear running across the street, okay? And do you want to type up a quick CG? Do you have a chance to type up Chris Schindler, like Schindler's List? Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Chris Schindler, Humane Rescue Alliance. What's up, Beach? If you want. That will be our live interview. Chris Schindler, Humane Rescue Alliance. Chris, can you stand right here? Stay right there. Okay, hey, Aaron, I'm going to start here. Say it's wrapped up. Kind of come back. You know, we'll show you the bear in the tree, and here's. Thanks, Chris. I meant to pull you over exclusively live, and everybody went, whoop. No, that's what happened. That's cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
A lot of excitement.
Okay. Thanks, Vito. Thanks. This lane is fine. Which house was it that it was?
It's like a Theodore's down when you make left on this street down on 13 was in the front like side yard, and then came through the backyards and then came to the rest.
Who like was it these boys or you guys who were tranquilized? You did and you shot it.
We carried capture equipment for deer and other wildlife related situations. So my officers are out on the road. They actually have that chemical capture equipment with them.
And it's strong enough to put down a bear.
Yes.
And
were you the thing that you were waiting for? Was it waiting for the bear cages to arrive?
We were waiting for all the other resources to arrive, and then we were prepared to do it sooner. Right. We had to, but we really wanted to wait for the ideal moment.
Okay, we're live. I'm sorry. Yeah. Watch yourself. Yeah. Here, let's see him. Sorry, Chris. Okay. Saying like we were coming right in there. Sorry, Neil. So you guys shot it. Maryland Natural Resources came, right?
Yeah.
And Zoo.
Department of Natural Resources, Department of Energy and Environment from the district was on scene. The Smithsonian dispatched their team, which was really incredible and helpful. Metropolitan Police, Fire Department, they're really well coordinated, collaborative response considering we had to put the pieces together very quickly.
Right. Yeah, some people ask me, why is it taking? It's been 3 hours. Why is the Washington? Because you guys were here right away. Why isn't the Maryland Natural Resources, Department of Natural Resources, like, well, I don't know, when did they get the call, and where are they coming from, and where's their expert today, that kind of thing. Who do you want from them? Like veterinarians, wildlife experts, like who would be there?
So they have a response team. I don't think
bears?
they're one of their people who has is one of their experts with bears did show up on scene. The rest of their team didn't make it, but then the Smithsonian Zoo at least found the other pieces that we needed, and so we at least were able to have kind of two simultaneous tracks, right? So that we made sure because we kind of knew he was starting to browse, right? He was probably going to start getting up after he took his nap.
And he was licking his chops. I don't know what he was eating. Here, you want to come in? Yeah. Just come down here. Thank you. Bear running around.
Oh shit! Again, I gotta go.
Okay, or do we need to be in the sun? It's all right?
It's fine.
Okay, yeah, I know. Car's coming close, thanks. We don't want another story. Hey there. We can start here, right, and kind of show down the street right here, and then we'll just bang. And you could just kind of show generically down there. It was in a tree down the neighborhood, even though the tree was over there. But
Yeah, we were right past that white pickup truck.
yeah, we started. Thanks, Chris. Kyle, just give us like a 30-second heads up if you can. Okay. All right, here we go. That's right, Marissa. The bear is captured, tranquilized, on its way back out to the wild eventually. We are here in the 1300 block of this is Franklin Street. Brentwood's on the other side. This is the 1300 block of Franklin Street. The tree that the bear was in was just down the street here. Everybody's kind of clearing out because after about a 3-hour ordeal where we went up to Brentwood, up to 12th, back around this way, the bear was finally captured. It was tranquilized by a staff member with the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, and with us is a vice president of the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance, Chris Schindler. Chris, tell me about that. What finally brought this bear, we're naming Franklin because of Franklin Street, this bear under control?
Yeah, so my team, obviously we deal with all animal emergencies in the district, so I'm fortunate that we are very well trained and we carry chemical capture equipment on our vehicles. So we were able to dispatch our officers and ultimately use a tranquilizer gun to shoot a dart so that we could sedate the bear so he could be safely loaded and relocated.
Where will it go? And we can show our viewers, I mean, it was in the tree for a few hours. Where is this bear going to end up?
So Maryland Department of Natural Resources, we collaborate with them often. They immediately responded to the scene also to be able to help so that we could transition him to their care. This was an incredible collaborative experience, right? We had the Smithsonian Zoo provided resources, Department of Natural Resources in Maryland, the Department of Energy and Environment, Metropolitan Police, DC Fire, and my team, which is what made this successful today.
And the Humane Rescue Alliance, you're like the animal control for DC, right?
Yeah, so we do the animal control, wildlife response, emergency and disaster response, animal cruelty investigations, so we do animal everything in the DC area.
But how unusual was this today?
I mean, it's been about 10 years, give or take, since the last time we had a bear enter the district. And, I'm thankful that, a similar operation took place where that bear was also able to be safely relocated. It's something that we don't see often, but my staff are prepared and trained to take care of. And we have thankfully, the resources to have the equipment needed.
You've seen images in Prince George's County. You mentioned earlier on our air that you believe this is probably that same bear we've seen in Prince George's County. There was video of this bear running across the street. Is it unusual for a bear to climb that high in a tree and just kind of hang out for a couple of hours?
So our understanding is that none of this behavior was abnormal. He's a younger juvenile bear, and our understanding from the Department of Natural Resources is this is really typical behavior to be exploring territory. It's very common to climb in trees. We think actually when we got on scene, it seemed like he was taking a little bit of a nap.
And at one point, it looked like we were live on TV. The bear was trying to climb down, and the police blared their sirens, and he ran back up the tree. The second time, he came down. Why would you want to keep him in the tree at that point?
So we were still coordinating resources, and while we were prepared to, we had the equipment to be able to sedate him, we wanted to time it correctly to be able to use the least amount of drugs to keep him sedated and be able to have the transport truck here with the proper caging to be able to secure him, because the sedative is not going to last forever, and ultimately our goal is to do a safe release back to the wild. And so we were waiting, just long enough to make sure that truck was close enough.
And last thing, will this bear be inspected, checked out, or will it just be taken to the woods and let free?
Yeah, he'll be checked out. We assisted the Smithsonian veterinarian with examining, doing a quick exam here, and then on the other end, they'll take another look at him to make sure that he's ready to be released and release him.
Gotcha. So he's not going to go to a lab or anything.
Yeah, and one of my staff followed along just to, be able to help and assist.
Okay, and you believe this was a teen and a male bear?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, Chris, great work. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. And guys, we'll just kind of leave you with kind of like how the neighborhood is. I mean, it's kind of quieted down, obviously, but this was rather an unusual spectacle. Something, here we were talking about, code purple air quality, first time ever in D.C. And then the next day we have a bear in the heart of Northeast Washington, D.C., hanging out for a few hours, another unusual occurrence as well. This one ended well and had the attention of a lot of people for quite a while this morning. Da-dum-dum. All right, thanks, Kyle. God, I started off so poorly. It's like the adrenaline was wearing off, and it's like, okay, well, this is not Brentwood. I was trying to think of the name of the neighborhood, and I don't know if this is Brentwood or Brookland, but
I have no idea how much power I've left on my lifetime.
oh my God, you've been on there.
I've been on for a while, so I've